morning, everyone. Let me get you on the tripod. Happy Friday, Judy. That sunrise, Pam, good morning. That sunrise was from 2 days ago, I think. Hello, Elaine. Oh my goodness. Let me get you guys set up here. So how's everyone's New Year so far? Mine's frozen. But it actually got to I think it was 60 degrees yesterday. I got a lot done yesterday. I went to, I forget the name of the city. I never can remember. Oh, Pocahontas. I went to Pocahontas yesterday and got some materials. And I thought it was like an hour and 15 minutes away. Turns out it was only like 35 minutes away. So then I came home and did a whole lot more work. But this morning it's cold. I got little Capone over here enjoying the heat from the fireplace. I think this couch has pretty much become the cat couch because they all cuddle up here because it's right in front of the fireplace. Good morning, Mia. Oh, I have an update on Debbie. She's still in the hospital, but she's doing a whole lot better. She got to, hi, Brandon. She got to get up and take a shower, stuff like that. So I think it's been like 12 days that she's been in the hospital. So keep her in prayer. The prayers are working. For anyone who wants to see Lake Ontario snow effect, check out Pulaski, New York. I'll have to check that out. I am not prepared yet, but I hope to be today. I added, I have a section of skirting that was off of the mobile home that I never put the skirting up over there because I was going to build a deck. And so yesterday I drug over one of those 15-foot pieces of roofing and put it up against the house to have at least some kind of protection from this storm. So that was the only place. There's one little tiny area where my electric comes into the house that the dogs have torn the skirting off of. So I'm hoping to get that put up today, and then all my skirting will be all the way around the house. So yep, the storms are coming. They say we're getting a solar vortex, but if you listen to Ryan Hall, it doesn't sound like it's going to come down. It doesn't sound like it's going to be that bad for my area. So I don't think they know. I think a lot of the channels are like hyping it up. One channel in particular, and I just watch Ryan Hall. He seems to know. I do not have I have some of the pipes are insulated, but they're not fully insulated. And I don't have heat tape yet. That's like on my wish list, to-do list for probably next year. I don't even have a place to plug it in because I haven't put an outlet under there yet. But I have the wire run. It's just a loop hanging there because I still have to go get another GFCI outlet and stuff, and those are expensive. And the heat tape is expensive. And I would have to have heat tape for like 25 feet, which is super expensive. So for now, what I do is when it's going to be really cold out, I run my faucet. I only have one faucet in here, so I just keep that running. Exactly, Judy. They like to scare us. And I think it's good because they're making sure everybody's prepared. Good morning, Cindy. I think they're, making sure that everyone's prepared, but yeah, I don't listen to a lot of the hype. That's part of the reason why I don't watch TV or mainstream media, because I don't like all that hype stuff. But yeah, getting the skirting around, I did get the heater put back in the well pump, the pump house, and that's on a thermostat controlled thing, so it just automatically kicks on when it needs to be on. And so those pipes out there won't freeze, which would be really expensive because I don't know how to do all that. Got to live the mellow life. Yep. But yeah, eventually I'd love to have heat tape and have insulation underneath my house. I don't have, not all of the house is insulated underneath. So once it is, then those pipes will be insulated better. But until then, it's just, you know, doing what I can do. I've only had my pipes freeze once, and that was last year, and it was because I didn't run the water. And thankfully, they defrosted the same day. But let's do the question of the day before I forget. Today's the 3rd. Yeah, must be the 3rd. Good morning, Christy. How are you? Hopefully you're not freezing. Yesterday's question of the day is what do you want to be different about this year? I want an indoor shower. Oops, this is 2025. I keep writing 2024. Oh, you're sick? I'm sorry. And then today's question of the day is what did you learn from last year? And my answer is that I can accomplish a lot even when I'm in pain. And I say that because right now I'm trying to edit a video for you guys that's like a recap of all the major projects, not everything I did last year, but all the major projects that got done last year. And I was watching all these videos for the whole entire year. It's taken forever to edit this video. But I'm amazed because I know I fell down the steps in March, and that's when I messed up my SI joint. And I've been in pain since March, since the beginning of March last year. So it's been almost a year, and I'm amazed at how much I got done. Let me see what you guys say. Got to live the mellow life. Okay. Self-discipline for health. That's a good one. I have a list of goals, but they're not New Year's resolutions. They're just goals that I want to achieve for myself. And then less big projects and more little ones this year. I can't wait till I can get to that point, Judy. Not sure I need to open my can of worms. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Welcome. Now, if you're a member, you can join us. We do live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9. But the Friday ones are open to the public, so you can always come join us on Monday and Wednesday mornings, too. Last year, I amazed myself, too, on what I can still do at age 70. Right, Judy? To cut out as much processed food as possible, far more of it than I ever recognized. You know, Nia, that was one of my goals for this year is to not buy prepackaged stuff. And then what did I do yesterday? I jumped in the car. I was in a hurry to go get this material because I thought I was going to come home and put it up. And, but I didn't eat yesterday. And so by the time I got out to the city, I was starving. So I wound up going to Burger King. So it was like, wait, it's the second day of the year and I've already messed up, but I was starving to death. Buy a car and a man cave. There you go, Brandon. I fell yesterday, tripped over a dog, got a sore knee, but didn't do anything serious, I think. Oh, wow, Christy. I know Maisie ran in, she was running out the door to get outside, and she ran into the back of my knee yesterday. And I thought, this dog, she's 100 pounds. And every time she hits me like that, I keep thinking she's going to wipe out a knee or something. Oh, nice, Nia. I need to get back into doing that, but I'm not going to fault myself too much because I have so much on my plate that trying to do stuff like baking and whatnot and staying on top of it all the time is just too hard for me right now. Right, Christy? And I mean, there's another Mexican restaurant I want to try out. And I passed that yesterday and I thought I should turn around and go back and eat there instead of fast food. But if I'm going to eat at any fast food, it's going to be Burger King. And it used to be I couldn't go through a town with a Burger King without stopping because they're so far away from me. But lately, this last year, I hardly stopped to get fast food at all. So to get Burger King yesterday was kind of like a treat. Although I'm sure I'll pay for it. But when I got home yesterday, the other night I made a bunch of refried beans with taco meat in them. And so when I got home last night, I did make up a bunch of burritos and froze them so that, when I'm busy or whatever, I could just throw one of those in the microwave. Having it her way. Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I knew when I made the burritos that I didn't want to eat burritos every day for, months on end. But, and I have ham still, so I need to make some navy beans and some potato soup. But I don't want to, make it and then eat only that for a long time. So I'll make those meals. I'll freeze the leftovers into individual servings, and then I'll make probably chicken enchiladas or something. Yeah, I don't like those store-bought microwave burritos. Those send me... Yeah, we won't talk about it, but those don't agree with me at all. And I used to be able to eat them all the time when the kids were little, but not no more. There is no way. So the chicken coop is going to be, the outside of it is going to be done by the end of today. Like completely done by the end of today on the outside. That's my goal anyhow. And then when this polar vortex or whatever's coming hits, I'll be able to work on the inside. Yeah. Let's just say those store-bought burritos are sometimes worse than Taco Bell. And I never stop at Taco Bell. So, yeah. And then the other thing I'll tell you guys, I'll give you a little sneak peek. Copperhead Hotel is gone. They'll probably make a new one for over winter, but Copperhead Hotel is no longer a part of my life. That's what I was working on yesterday. And you guys will see that. Well, I didn't video working on it. I just went out there and took care of stuff when I got home. But you guys will see that on whenever this video comes out on the chicken coop, because before the chicken coop video comes out, you guys will see the year recap. It is, Nia. It's nice. I used to make plates to freeze for my mom with leftovers so she could have something easy if I had to be at the hospital. Yep. I think of my mom every time I make my chicken enchiladas, because when I moved in with her to take care of her, every night I would ask her, what do you want for dinner? And she's like, how about chicken enchiladas? I'm like, Mom, I am so tired of chicken enchiladas. But she would have eaten that every single day. That and the spinach, the elephant snot story. But I think she did that just to torment me. You'll have to tell me what kind of chickens I should get when I do my homestead. Have a great day. Who is she on the facts of life? Maybe starts with Natalie. Um, and chickens, I don't know. It's different for each area. So I'm still learning what chickens would do good out here, although I can't imagine. Um, I don't know why that oops came up like that, Christy, but I allowed it. Um, that was weird that it was held for review. Your message was held for review, and there's nothing wrong with it. Unless it's like the AI is looking at the easy to please thing and thinking that's bad. I don't know. But no, my mom really liked my chicken enchiladas, but I liked them too, but not that much. I think I've made them maybe 4 times since she passed. But back to the chickens, I'm still learning, Brandon, which chickens are good out here, because even though they were good in northern Washington, they might not handle the birds that I was used to in, I call them birds. The chickens I was used to in northern Washington might not be able to handle the heat down here. So I'm still learning. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't have it. I don't even have it on strict for holding comments. So that's just weird. But you know what? I think I could fix that. Hold on. Um, there you go. Now you got a wrench, so. Then they probably good in Tennessee because Missouri and Tennessee are close. Yep. All right, Brandon, we'll see you later. But yeah, when I figure it out, I'll let you know. I know Buff Orpingtons do good out here and Black Morons, but that's all I know so far. So today I'll be working on the chicken coop, but you guys won't see that video probably until next week sometime. And then then I'm just going to start working on stuff inside the house. I have to go today to get insulation to replace what I pulled out of that wall. So hopefully I'll have it all insulated before this cold hits. But that's all that I've been working on the homestead. Just that chicken coop that everyone's probably tired of watching. And just getting prepared for winter. I still have to pick up all my hoses and stick those away for the winter. And I think that's just the insulation and the hoses is all I have to do to get prepared for ice cold weather. So does anyone have any other questions for me? Large comb chickens usually good for the south. Small combs are for cold weather, and that's because they freeze, right? Because we had large, the Swedish flowers had large combs that we had up in Washington, but because we were near the coast, we didn't get as cold as, like North Dakota and those places. So, but then down here in Arkansas, it gets colder here in the winter than it ever got in Washington. Because I don't remember it ever being, I think it did get down to the negatives in Washington once, but that was like 35 years ago. The Swedish flowers, they're beautiful birds. If you go back on my videos and look back to when we first got, there's a playlist on chickens, I think. But if you look back at the chickens that we had back then, they're just absolutely beautiful, especially the roosters. With Vaseline on their combs, yep. Hello, traveling on adventures. Yeah, I speak Taiwanese really well. Now I'm looking forward to having chickens, and I want to try to get some that are laying now, and then some that'll be laying in the future, like pullets or even babies that'll be laying in the future, even if I have to wait until like February or March to get the babies. I tried that. The roosters weren't having it. They weren't going to let you put Vaseline on their combs. We used Vaseline and then we used something else. I'm trying to remember what else we used. Yeah, right, Elaine? I'm just surprised all my cats are inside this morning. It's cold out there, but it's sunny, so it's nice. Hey, you want to say hi to everybody? Come here. No, you want to bite me instead, huh? You're such a prima donna cat. Animals always know weather ahead, it seems. Yep. But then again, it'll be like 10 degrees outside. Hold on. It'll be like 10 degrees outside and he'll be outside playing. Or he'll stay out all night. I don't know where he goes. I think he was going under the house where the dogs took the skirting down. There's like 2 slats that are missing, and I think he would go underneath there and sleep, but if cats are in, I wake up and can't move because there's a cat on me. Chrissy, I've been fighting my older 2 cats all week because they're like one sleeping on each side of me and I can't roll over at night. Oh, I wish, Pam. I would like to make homemade bread, but maybe when it's really cold out and I don't feel like going outside, then I'll do some homemade bread. But for right now, I got to get out there and get all this stuff done. Like, even when it's really cold, I'll be working on the inside of the coop to get that done because I still have a lot to build on the inside. And if I'm going to get laying hens right off the bat, that means I have to have nesting boxes right off the bat. I have a bread maker, but yeah, I haven't. I know I could throw some in there and just walk away and leave it, but I haven't. Lentil soup and starting some wine. I want to make lentil soup with ham, and I want to make navy beans with ham. But will I get it done today? Probably not. I'll probably be eating a burrito tonight for dinner. Because I want to get so much done outside. That's the other problem, Christy. That and French bread. I love French bread with a ton of butter on it. And if I start making French bread again, I'll be 400 pounds by spring. But if you get a bread maker, don't buy a new one. Go to a thrift store and buy them. I see them there all the time for like $5, and I spent probably 100 on mine, and I could have got it for a whole lot cheaper. Okay, Elaine wants to know if Traveling Adventures is still in here. It says there's 20 people in here. So if you're in here, say hello. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of today, Christy, is I'm going to be out there trying to work, and the wind is it's supposed to start up this afternoon. By Sunday, we're supposed to have, I think Sunday night, we're supposed to have a wintry mix. And yeah. Ooh, Nia. I want to start. I eat a lot of white bread, and I shouldn't. I should start eating, like, if I'm gonna buy bread at the store, it should be like the 7 grain, whatever. But I know me, if I buy it, those are like $6 a loaf or whatever, and I'll buy it, and then I won't wind up eating it because it's not white bread. Well, the protein, the fiber, like all that. But mainly when I have white bread here, I'm mainly making like grilled cheese sandwiches or something. Okay, who else is in here that's not talking? It says there's 20 people. Say hello. Oh, I know it's a whole lot better too, but maybe that should be one of my goals for 2025 is not eating white bread. November to early March, you can very rarely work outside here. For me, it's usually the opposite. It's like once it hits April or May until September, it's miserable outside for me. But I am in Arkansas, if you're asking me, Elaine. I'm in Arkansas now. I'm originally from California. I moved to Washington, and then I moved out here to Arkansas. Hi, Joni, and welcome. My daughter and family are at the reservation in South Dakota doing ministry, praying they get back to Ohio before the bad weather hits. Oh, wow. I have always favored white bread, but making the wheat with extra gluten improves the texture a lot. Whew. I might have to try that. Hi, Angel. Oh, she's watching on the TV. I do that a lot too, Angel, and then I have to pick up my phone or something to text. Central Wisconsin. That's so cold there. Oh, Joni's from Wisconsin too. Now, are you guys getting a winter storm? Judy and Joni, are you guys getting hit with snow? Midland, Texas. My son's still trying to get to move to Tennessee. He's in California now. He's trying to get a job out in Tennessee so he can move out there because he wants out of California. Main storm is south of you, okay? And it's going just north of me. I mean, like barely north. My aunt's probably going to get it. She's about 60 miles from me. Yeah, and we got that cold wind coming in. I think it's hitting you guys first because it's all coming from the northwest, I think. If I remember right. I was watching Ryan Hall last night while I was editing a video, but I think it's coming down and it's blowing north or southeast. So I think it's hitting you guys and then it's supposed to come down here. Oh, what part of Arkansas? I know there's a bunch of YouTubers out here, but most of them are in the South. Oh, there's going to be 2 storms. Oh, lovely. Windy with light snow, but chill factor 15 below. Oh, no, thank you. On the shore of Lake Michigan by Milwaukee. Arkadelphia is south, right? I'm pretty sure that's in the south. But you're talking to someone who didn't even know where Arkansas was on a map before I moved here. So, and I just found out yesterday, for some reason, my brain was always telling me that Kentucky was below Tennessee. And I know it's not. And then I looked at the map yesterday and I'm like, no, Kentucky's above. So I don't know what I was thinking. Many years ago, we were driving from New York to Arizona and got stuck in a snowstorm in AK. I'm assuming that's Arkansas because if you're driving from New York to Arizona, you wouldn't go through Alaska. There is even a chance for tornado in the south. I saw that. That's going to be way south of me, thankfully. And then one coming up from the Gulf. Yeah, so that's where the tornadoes are coming in because they're going to clash south about 1.5 hours north of Texarkana. I've been to Texarkana because I drove down there. When I first moved out here, my son was stationed there for a little while. And I drove down there to see him. They put many of us in a church for 3 to 4 days. All of the hotels were full. Wow. Yeah, no fun. I know when I moved out here, I was driving from Washington to Arkansas with the U-Haul and I was towing my Durango behind. And I had 2 cats and a dog in the front seat of this U-Haul. And I left on March 9th on my birthday. And there was a storm following us the whole way, or a blizzard, like through Wyoming. I came down through Wyoming and Nebraska and all that. And there was a storm chasing us the whole way. So it was like I didn't even feel like I could stop and rest because I had to stay ahead of that storm. It was very stressful. Kentucky is supposed to have heavy ice. Good thing Teresa only have a wood stove. Wow. And I know Debbie's in Kentucky also. Good morning, Patty. How's the weather there in Oregon? Well, Christy, that's why we get along. We're like-minded. But when I was editing this video for the whole annual review, whatever, I realized that our bad weather is really only February and March here. At least it was last year. So I only have like 8 weeks of, time to do indoor stuff. Wet and in the 40s. Yep, that sounds like, well, it's not wet here, thankfully. Yeah, when I was reviewing all that video, it was kind of good though, because I was looking at some of the stuff that I was doing outside in April last year or March. And I was like, hey, the weather isn't all that bad in March. So it gave me something to look forward to. Hello, Patty. Good morning, Darlene. So it was kind of good to go through all that footage from last year because then I got to see that it's not going to be so horrible for so long. When you're right on the brink of winter, it's going to happen. And then you think, oh, it's going to be months before. And it's really not. It's only like 8 weeks. Garden plans for 2025 is I'm going to be doing very little gardening in 2025 other than herbs and medicinal herbs. And I'll probably do zucchini, and I'm just going to do a few plants this year. It's a feel like temp of 36 and I'm already cold. Right now it is 35 outside. But they're saying this year will be the opposite of last. Oh, wow. I don't know. Since I've been out here, every year we've gotten into the negatives since I moved out here. And they say that that's not normal for this area, but I don't know. Whatever it brings, I can manage 8 weeks of it. I have enough to do inside that, if the weather turns or I can't work outside, then there's plenty I could be doing inside. So I could stay busy all year. But after I get the chicken coop done, and then I want to build at least one covered deck off the house. And then after that, I really want to focus on getting the inside done. I'd love to have chickens, but it gets so cold in the winter, and I am in the city. Each city is different, but I was able to have 4 hens when I lived in the city. And cold weather doesn't matter. Chickens can handle blizzard conditions. As long as they have a place that blocks them from the wind, they're pretty hardy. But yeah, even when I lived in the Bay Area, we were able to have hens. We couldn't have a rooster because they're the noisy ones. And we could only have 4 hens. I think we had 6 though. But I miss having fresh eggs. Like I haven't had chicken since I got out here. And that was one of the first things I wanted to add. I just was trying to be realistic about what I could handle. Some put them in the basement. Oh no. No, they can handle hardy and hardy. There you go. They can handle the cold just fine. There's places in Canada that they have chickens and still let them out during the day. The chickens won't go out if it's blizzard or whatever out there, but as long as they have a place that blocks them from the wind, they're fine in the cold. Oh, wow, Elaine. I know each town is different, but I don't think I've ever lived in a town that, I know I haven't lived in a town that didn't allow chickens. Unless they didn't allow them in East LA, but I was a kid then, so I wouldn't have known one way or the other. My parents never did chickens or any of that stuff. -40, no thank you. I don't think I could handle that. And I like the cold. I had a rooster at first. I would throw him food to distract him from crowing. I just trained him to crow more. Christy, that's funny you said that because my cat Mighty Mo, the cat that I had in Washington, he would, in the middle of the night, he would like get up and start knocking things off of the counters and stuff when I lived in that travel trailer. He'd start knocking things off the counter, and so I'd get mad and throw him outside. So this cat never learned to stand at the door and meow when he wanted outside. Instead, he'd just start knocking stuff over. All I did was train him to let us know when he wanted to go out. Oh my goodness. He knew how to get the treats. And I know Dilly, when she has to go outside, she won't bark at the door. She'll just stand at the door and stare at it. But she doesn't bark and let me know, hey, I need to go outside. So I have to be aware. If I see her standing at the door, I know she needs to go outside, but she won't bark. I don't know why. I'm retired and so love not having to dig out in the morning for work. right, Joni? Snow becomes a whole different issue when you're retired. It's like it doesn't bother me if I'm stuck at home for a week. I love it. My mom was raised on a farm. I love to see chickens, but my husband said they stink, so I can't have any. Oh, wow. All right, Elaine, have a wonderful week. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, I never had a problem with them smelling, even when I lived in the city, because there was only four of them. In Washington, we had 28 or more at all times. And, but they were far enough away from the house and we did the deep litter. So I never had a problem with them smelling. Bunnies, on the other hand, oh my gosh, my bunny hutch would always stink. I think in the bunny hutch, I mainly smelled the urine, the ammonia. But yeah. Deep litter, I think, makes a huge difference. Not cat litter. It's we used wood pellets that would turn to like wood chips, but you use straw or pine chips or something like that as their litter. As long as I have supplies, the car broke makes it difficult. Oh, I bet, Christy. Yeah, but instead of just, a bare floor or a dirt floor, you put like a foot of bedding in there. You just keep piling it on top until it's like a foot, and then you only have to clean it out once a year. At least you can order online now for delivery. Not in my area. No one will deliver out here, unfortunately. I can order from Amazon and I can order from, like have UPS ship and stuff like that, but they won't come down my road when it's iced. So I can order it and then it'll say package delayed until it defrosts. But it'll be interesting to see how my road does this year because we did all that road work this last year. And so it shouldn't flood. And if it doesn't flood, it won't ice. So I might be able to get out when there's an ice storm. I guess time will show. Time will tell. Yeah, I have two cars and it just means I have more bills. I had a little lion head bunny indoors for my granddaughter. I was constantly cleaning her cage. Yeah, mine was in a hutch outside, and I don't know, maybe that's why I don't have bunnies yet. I mean, I want them. I don't want to breed bunnies. I want them for the mulch or the fertilizer for the garden. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, even when with my bunny in the hutch, constantly cleaning out her little, she had a litter box that she went to the bathroom in, and oh, it stunk. Yeah, not having a car out here would be suicide. I'd never, yeah, I'd be in trouble. Our pet rabbit had to be watched. She'd chew cords, yep. Mine chewed her way through the hutch. We had to do a bunch of repairs on the hutch because she just kept eating the hutch. And then we started putting apple branches in there for her, and then she'd eat those instead. But still, we had to watch her even in the hutch. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to get off of here because I want to go get stuff done outside before it gets cold. So I will see you guys next Friday on the live chat. Members, I'll see you on Monday on the live chat. And then hopefully very soon you'll have a year in review And it's not going to be a long video. It's going to be a short video of just photos of stuff that was accomplished in 2024. But huge wake up call for me on what all got done. Anyhow, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.